This video is for question 11 about Pavel's journey, our fiction selection. Pavel's interaction with Miklos cut by. When we read these types of questions, we want to think about why was this important. So contributing to the plot is how did Pavel interacting with Miklo make our story arc rise and rise and rise? What conflict was happening there? Or how did it help solve the problem? How did it turn to the turning point? So we know where this happens in the story arc and how it advanced this plot. What was the purpose of Pavel's interaction with Miklos? So with this type of question, I can't go like, oh, in paragraph 3 is where Miklos came in. It's kind of something that spans through a lot of the story. We first meet Miklos after Pavel smells the soup. And we have this wonderful visualization of Miklos, a giant man with a big old belly, and he's guarding the soup pot. So already we know that Miklos is a problem because he's getting in the way of Pavel and food. And then Miklos is like, you can't do this, and then Miklos has to come up with a... So I know that about Miklos and Pavel's interaction with him. Not a pleasant interaction. Miklos is the soup man in the way. Okay. A, causing Pavel to use a different strategy to get some soup. B, showing how much smaller Pavel is compared to Miklos. C, highlighting why Miklos is rude to Pavel. Or D, Miklos is standing when Pavel begins to sing a song. Okay. The tricky thing about these answer choices is all of them are true, right? Pavel does use a different strategy. Pavel probably is smaller than Miklos. Miklos is rude to Pavel. And we kind of get a visualization of where Miklos and Pavel are standing when he sings the song. So this isn't asking us which one of these things are true. It's asking us which one helps the plot move forward. Which one of these is basically most important. Pavel uses a different strategy to get some soup. What I know about that strategy is that is where Pavel gets some soup. He starts singing this song, and then everybody's singing and dancing, and then Pavel gets that soup pot. So, I like that one because Miklos was in the way, and then Pavel did something to soup, and so this was an important part of our story arc. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to put a little star next to it to say like, I think I like that one. But I'm going to read the others just in case. Showing how much smaller Pavel is compared with Miklos. Okay, probably true. We got his big old belly. But is that important? Does it contribute to the plot? No, I would probably say, oh, yeah, because there was a time when Miklos hoisted him. What did he say? He were disposing of a sack of potatoes, hoisted Pavel by his trousers and deposited him on the other side of the ship. But that is not because of their interaction. That's just because he's a mean man. He was in the way of the soup. That wasn't what that didn't help the plot. Highlighting why Miklos is rude to Pavel. We don't know why Miklos is rude to Pavel. So automatically, I don't know that. Like, it didn't say, like, Miklos was very serious about his soup, and he did not want little runts like Pavel getting close to it. We didn't get the why. So we can get rid of that one because Miklos doesn't really even say anything except, pardon you. And that doesn't tell us why he's rude. We just know that he is rude. Indicating where Miklos is standing when Pavel begins to sing a song. I would be tempted by this because that was an important... Sing a song was part of the turning point. But this is just a bit where everyone is standing. This is not an interaction that they had. That doesn't help the plot to know where people were standing. What was more important was this strat that Pavel wasn't able to get it when Miklos was there, and so he had to form a different strategy to get some soup. This answer choice doesn't tell us how the story moved along. It just gives us maybe a visual of where people were standing and what Pavel did, but not how he got that soup. So I'm getting rid of D. And I'm choosing A because A is the answer because put our climax into motion.